But when I put all of those things away,
Yeah, so basically just ignore like your actual intuitions and like
Right.
your skepticism and your desire to actually like question and scrutinize things
Bury a
and
part
try
of
to
yourself from yourself.
right. Yeah, put all that all those things that like in literally every other aspect of life we value as like super critical and important as far as like trying to figure out what's real and how you should conduct yourself and all that. Yeah. But in this instance, just put all that aside. Just put all that aside. Even though God gave you this brain with those like intuitions and thought processes and whatever, but just put this all aside.
and I meet Jesus, everything changes.
Okay, but here's the problem. I haven't met Jesus. So what am I supposed to do?
This is like the Hallmark Channel version of conversion that they preach, but I don't think anybody's really experienced. It's the caricature of being saved. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's the experience that everybody tells you you're having.
Yeah. Yes. So here's. Well, I'll let him go a little more, but I have so much to say about this. But
When I ask Jesus to meet me where I am, in my doubt, with my disbelief, with my questions, with all the things I need verified, Jesus always meets me there.
okay, what does that actually mean, though? When people say Jesus meets me where I am, what are they actually talking about?
No matter what happens, Jesus was there, and it was on purpose.
Yeah, because in my experience, it's like they're told, like, "Oh, Jesus, like, love your doubt. He'll meet you where that you are. He'll answer your questions, like all this stuff." But then when I say, like, "Okay, well, I have all these questions, and I feel like I don't have answers, and like I've been asking Jesus about all this stuff, but I haven't heard anything," the response is, "Oh, well, you can't expect answers. That's why it takes faith." So it was at that point where I just got like called bullshit on the entire thing and said, "Fuck it, I'm gone." Like,
I'm getting receipts on this whole project.
yeah, yeah. So again, they talk a big game about Jesus meeting you where you're at and answering your questions and like taking your doubts and your concerns and like satisfying all this stuff, but again, what are they actually talking about? What does that actually look like for someone like me who has questions and has come to God and Jesus or whatever, like so many times in the past with my questions and heard nothing?
Well, whatever you want it to look like, it's that.
Except, but when it wasn't what I wanted it to look like, they tell me, "Oh, well, you just had the wrong expectations. You're just like expecting God to be what you want him to be." And I'm like I literally have no expectation other than him convincing me
You shouldn't
in whatever
expect
manner
that.
he sees. But in whatever manner he sees fit, like, I'm leaving that open to him. Like, he's welcome to convince me however he wants to try to convince me. I'm just saying he hasn't yet. So,
Yep.
sounds like a him problem.
Those are the exact places where he walks alongside us and he's gentle with us. And I've seen this play out in my own.
Okay, but what does that mean? He walks alongside you.
And he's gentle. Jesus is a gentle lover.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Like, over and over again.
Over and over.
You see, if
Over and over. He's a
Like-
gentle lover. Over and over again.
It's like, well, good for you, Paco. But speaking of being hard, wow, I didn't get hard enough. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Take a snapshot of me as a
Oh,
kid.
okay. So, okay.
Do
you remember this part?
The worst things to say next.
Yeah. But do you remember this part? Okay, so everyone, like,
I blocked
people
this
who are
part out.
still people who are still on with us. Okay, this example he's talking about, like him as a kid versus him now. Let me know if he actually says something. I mean, he's going to say a lot of words, but do they actually mean anything? Because I had to watch this this is the one part I rewound and rewatched like multiple times to try to figure out what is he saying here. Is there anything here? I still got nothing. Let me know if you hear something. Yeah, let's experience this together.
And over again. You see, if you were to take a snapshot of me as a kid and show who I was, it would look way different. And if I were to
again, it's like, was this
Way
scripted
different
at
than
all?
what?
Yeah. Again, this is one of those like, was this literally the best take for this? Like,
Did they have a big donor who like really wanted them to do this? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
You see, if you were to take a snapshot of me as a kid and show who I was, it would look way different. And if I were
Okay.
I was looking at his face while he was doing that, and he's like, and show, fuck. Like,
Okay. So what he's saying here is, let's hear this again.
You see, if you were to take a snapshot of me as a kid and show who I was, it would look way different. And if I were to
Okay, so this is what he said. If you would take a snapshot of me as a kid and would show, it would look a lot different.
take a picture and show that picture, it would look a lot different because you're a kid, Paco. And you're
But
an
different
adult now.
No, but different than what? We don't know.
Yeah.
That's where faith comes in, because it's a mystery.
It
So take a picture of him as a kid and show, it would look a lot different. But let's see where he goes from here.
if I were to take a snapshot of my life now and show myself as a kid, I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. Because you know why? Because I thought.
But if he shows himself now to himself as a kid, and even the way he worded this didn't really make sense, but I'm assuming that's what he meant. Yeah, let's hear that again.
Is he making this up as he goes along?
I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. Because you know why? And show who I was, it would look way different.
Right.
And if I were to take a snapshot of my life now and show myself as a kid, I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. Because you know why?
No, I don't know why.
I don't even know.
So if I were to take a snapshot of myself now and show myself as a kid, I'm assuming he means like show this picture of himself now to himself as a kid. The kid him would say, there's no way. But why? After multiple times watching this, I am still completely unclear why he wouldn't believe it as a kid, like what he is now as a snapshot.
I don't think anyone wrote this. This feels like an ad lib here. Like,
yeah, or it feels like they wrote something, but he just forgot, but was just trying to like hit like all the key words.
oh, but this is the more genuine version, so we'll go with this.
Right.
And show myself as a kid, I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. Because you know why? Because I thought my life would crumble and continue to crumble. And I often think the things that I love about my life, my marriage, my family.
So he said, so from what I gather, what he's trying to get across is like, oh, so apparently his self as a kid would not believe how awesome his life is now.
Because it was shitty.
Because him as a kid would have assumed that everything would just crumble.
What a fucking childhood you had. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, for real. But
and continue to crumble. And I often think, you know why? Because I thought my life would crumble and continue to crumble. And I often think the things that I love about my life, my marriage, my family, my calling, my faith, I often think that at some point they're going to crumble too. And I can easily think that that's true. And I could easily think that Jesus is upset with me and doesn't want to be near me because of my doubt. And then I end up in a cycle in a whirlwind, and then things just start to crumble.
I thought he was getting close to like a profound thing where he's like, yeah, like that could all fall apart. Like none of it's permanent. Like it's all fragile. That felt like he was getting close to like accepting reality.
Yes, children look different than adults. Makes sense. Yes. But Okay, so we'll let him finish here, but it got to a point where I was like, it's to me, it struck me as he realized he was getting lost in like his own like
Yeah.
metaphors and buzzwords or whatever. So he felt like, oh, okay, the good way to wrap this up is to just slow myself down. And then that'll sound so profound. But
Yeah,
like,
he's
listen for that because I'll just back up. Like, tell me, like, what is like? Please, someone tell me what is he actually saying here?
At some point, they're going to crumble too. And I can easily think that that's true. And I could easily think that Jesus is upset with me and doesn't want to be near me because of my doubt. And then I end up in a cycle in a whirlwind, and then things just start to crumble and crash all around me.
that didn't follow.
Yeah, so
He
right.
jumped from maybe that's true to maybe Jesus is mad at me.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I don't know if he grew up Catholic, but yeah, that would surprise me. All right, so one more time.
My faith, I often think that at some point they're going to crumble too. Calling. I often think the things that I love about my life, my marriage, my family, my calling, my faith, I often think that at some point they're going to crumble too.
Why?
And I can easily think that
Why do you have to think that?
that's true. And I could easily think that Jesus is upset with me and doesn't want to be near me because of my doubt. And then I end up in a cycle in a whirlwind, and then things just start to crumble and crash all around me.
Okay, but what does that's an understandable like sentiment. Like you can believe that like because of your doubts, like Jesus is gonna forsake you or whatever. Like, but what does that have to do with like what he was like as a kid versus what he's like now?
He has some stuff he's working through.
Well,
And
clearly,
I'm very
Right.
happy for him that at least during this time, Crossroads had a therapist on retainer, basically, for staff, free of charge. What does that say about your establishment? That
but don't you just need Jesus? Isn't Jesus the best therapy? Come on.
no, the best therapy is a Christian counselor.
That's like the worst possible option
Yeah,
of between like just Jesus, an actual therapist,
yeah.
or a Christian counselor. That seems like the worst possible option.
No,
Yeah.
that's where therapy is a vehicle to drive you closer to Jesus. Because that's the
All right.
best therapy.
All right. Oh, but anyway, so as confusing as all of this rambling is, just pay attention to when his speech slows down,
It's profound.
because that's where it's really making a point.
Gotta hit home.
Or is it? Yeah.
And then I end up in a cycle in a whirlwind, and then things just start to crumble and crash all around me. The only way I can have.
And he made that face like I could totally tell, like in his head, he's like, "Yeah, nailed it, fucking nailed it."
Brought that puppy home.
Hope for the truth is trusting that Jesus is who he says he is, that he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life. And if I start.
How is that the only hope for truth? Is that Jesus is the truth?
When in doubt, don't.
Perfect. But again, like, are they talking about deconstruction here or not? It's like, because again, he's like, the only hope for truth is to trust that Jesus is the truth. Only if you've already presupposed that Jesus is the truth. But if you're actually deconstructing, like, that is the point of deconstructing this stuff, is to figure out, is Jesus actually the truth? Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely some like rap battle, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Let's back him up and mute it, And
but
see that.
but like the track. Hold on, but the track it is like Mr. Rogers' intro style jazz piano. You know.
Right. So
What did you know that like every intro to Mr. Rogers was not the same song? It was a melody played by a world-renowned jazz musician, and it was never the same song.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's amazing shit.
All right, so I have him on mute. So let's watch this like in that spirit. Oh, he is owning somebody right now. I think he just owned my doubts.
Yeah, he did.
They were completely destroyed. He's like, "Yeah, what up now, bitch?"
It's like, doubts. Have you met Jesus? What?
What exactly? That's my thoughts.
The only way I can have hope for the truth is trusting that Jesus is who he says he is, that he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life. And if I start there,
so if you start believing that Jesus is the truth, then
he will be.
You've hindered yourself from actually discovering what the truth is. That's what you've done. Like, presuppositions don't get you to truth.
But you can have good feelings, he says, with the presup about the truth.
Like, cool.
It'll feel like freedom, Tommy.
Yeah,
Don't
you know what else?
Things to feel like freedom.
And yeah, you know what else felt good? Like, before I found out I had stage 4 cancer. That felt pretty damn good compared to finding out I had stage 4 cancer.
But that truth set you free.
Well, fuck me then, I guess. That's
solved it.
Perfect.
I solved cancer.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
the rest of my life starts to build out from that foundation. And when the chaos of life hits and the turmoil of life hits and frustrations happen, I can stand firm, knowing that anything else can crash around me. But my relationship with Jesus, my relationship with the truth, can stand firm.
That makes you feel better. Your whole life, like your family, your wife, all that could crumble, but I still have Jesus. It doesn't really work.
Yeah, like what do you have? Like, when you say you have Jesus, what does that actually mean?
It means you have the faith that Jesus is Jesus. They can't take that from you.
Right? Yeah, even though that has been taken from so many people, but never mind that. But
they have really had it.
But that's what I want to know. Like, from like whether it's Paco or like any Christians, like anyone who would say all this stuff may crumble, but I still have Jesus. Like legit, I am being completely serious. Like, what does that actually mean? What do you have?
A lack of self-resilience.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, so speaking of people who I mentioned before who feel like, I just can't get through life without my faith. I have to believe in God. I have to believe in Jesus. Otherwise, there was no way I could have gotten through all this bullshit and stuff that I have made it through. But here's what I tell those people, because that's like the criticism we get a lot. It's like they call us things like, oh, evangelist for atheism. Like, you're trying to take people's faith away. And like, what if they need that faith? Like, first of all, I'm not trying, even if I was trying to take someone's faith away, it's like how do I have that power? If you believe this stuff, and if I just say something and it makes you no longer believe it, is that me taking away your faith, or is that just you hearing new information and changing your mind? And isn't that what we're supposed to do? But here's the thing. I have told the people who have told me, it's like, I just don't think I can make it through all this stuff, and I couldn't have made it through all that stuff. I have made it through without believing in God. And okay, what I love to tell these people is like, okay, but here's the thing. If there is no God, all these things that you never could have thought you would have made it through without him, you did. It's like, how is that not empowering? Like, so yes, if like people want to tell me like, and as if it's a derogatory thing, like you're such an evangelist for that, like goddamn right, I'm an evangelist for that. Like telling people that they can do shit that they didn't think they could do. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I will evangelize that shit all day long. Be mad. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah. At the same time, I also think it's important to remember, like, not saying we shouldn't wreck people's shit, faith wise, but like, several people, many, who knows, like, that could be what's happening. It's like we're kind of like wrecking their life with the truth. So like,
but hey, like, do you believe the truth will set you free or not?
Yep.
Is it? Do you believe the truth, whatever the truth is, will set you free, or do you only believe that what you already think is the truth will set you free?
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. Well, I know you know.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah.
It is wrecking people's world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a fake world, so I don't feel that bad. But like, but we've also been there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the way I've heard it put is like, hope in something that isn't real hope.
It's like if somebody is in a relationship and you're like, okay, would you want to know if your partner is cheating on you? Would that matter to you? If yes, same should apply. You might want to.
Yeah.
You should probably want to know if your God is real or not.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the ultimate question. Like in the way like you've asked it, it's like, if what you believed is wrong, would you want to know?
That's a sneaky ass question, I think, because
yeah,
of course, who's going to answer no? Most people, like, their brains are going to automatically answer yeah. They're like,
yeah,
I just undid a thing.
Yeah. So that's basically like the question is like, do you want to believe what's true, or do you want what you believe to be true?
Same thing though, Tommy, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Because he said. Well, a guy said he said.
Yeah. Well, at least Paco said. So maybe we should let him continue because he apparently knows what's up. So.
And all I have to do is trust in him.
Ah.
So what does this mean for you? Well, you will always find what you're looking for. If you're looking for a set of rules, you'll find it. If you're looking.
Okay, well, for a while I was looking for God and didn't find him. So
this is garbage.
Yeah.
For a reason to bend the rules, you'll find it. But if you're looking for truth, it can be found in Jesus.
Yeah, so that's basically another way of saying like, oh, so if you lose your faith, then that means like you meant for that to happen and you wanted to lose your faith and that's why it happened. Because that's what you were looking for.
Who's this altar call for? It sounds like he's talking to people who don't know the gospel yet, right now. But like, this has been pretty much all targeted most of the way to people who already believe. And now he's reaching out to the people who are deconstructing, who already believed. He's going to call them to the altar now? Like, what the hell? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
But have you heard Paco do it? Maybe that's what it was.
Right, yeah. That sounds
have you
like
seen Paco do it in front of fake concrete? Have you?
My bad.
Jesus wants a relationship with you. He wants to give you this truth. He wants to give you the kind of truth that will set you free.
Well, then he's welcome to do it anytime. I'm still waiting. So again, this is something I want to ask someone like Paco. Like, in your mind, when you say Jesus will give this to you, what do you actually mean by that? What does that actually look like? What does he actually do? What does he give me? Explain this to me.
Too many questions. You're one of those what if, what about people now.
God.
All you got to do is ask him.
Oh.
And you don't have to have it all figured out.
As if all of us haven't done that a billion times before. That's all you got to do.
If I had just thought to pray.
Man. Man.
Well, too late now.
Guess so. But let's let him continue anyway.
Before you ask him, you don't have to deal with all the verifying. You don't have to deal with all the questions. You don't have to deal with figuring out the claims mean what they mean. You don't have to worry about the doubt. Bring it all with you. He says, bring it all to me. I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. And he wants to give you that truth so you can build a faith that lasts.
I gotta build my
That's
faith.
exactly right. Jesus is the living truth.
That's exactly right, guys. Jesus is the living truth. I am the most puntable person ever. I'm super pumped about everything that's happening all at the same time.